today. Okay. All right. All right. So as always, I have something that I want to say, and then I want to open it up to you guys to see what you need from this call. Thank you, Christy. I can see you so much better now. Did I hit record? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I promised somebody I would record this call. I wanted to hit on just a couple of points. I was going to show you guys my stories that I made today. Okay, so I was just listening to this call in our Push to Diamond group. And Brittany, I've got to add you to this little thing I just did. But Farron is a really good friend of mine. She is she went diamond like around the same time that I did. 1 star. We went 1 star at the same time. And anyway, so she's a really good friend of mine. She says she cusses way too much, but she just is really like this feisty little girl. And she kept saying in this video, we know what success looks like. We know what it takes to be successful in this business. We know what it looks like. And she just was like, why don't we do it? Like, why don't we take the extra 5 minutes to send a couple of invites? Why don't we take the extra 5 minutes to follow up with somebody? You know, I know like at the end of the day that, you know, we're tired. We may just not have that like momentum, that just energy. But why do we sell ourselves short? I think is what her point was. And it's so true, because like I personally this week we're in this Push to Diamond group, and I'm helping lead it. Obviously, I'm already a diamond, but I'm helping lead it. And we have this Diamond Daily Tracker, this document that we're using to track our business, to grow our business. And I have been committed to making sure I fill it out every day. Although I naturally kind of by habit now do these things, but I've been doing it every day, and I've been posting it in the group, giving a call to action for everybody else to log their tracker. And it really made me think about it this last week about like how easy it is just to say, no, I'm going to do that tomorrow. No, I'm going to do that tomorrow. No, I'm going to make some stories tomorrow. I'm going to invite that person tomorrow. And how easy it is not to do it. When really and truly, you guys, the secret, it's not even a secret. The key to success in this business is it's doing those little things every single day. It's like getting out that business activity tracker. It's like finding 3 women who are following you, 3 women that you're friends with on social media, and just inviting them, saying, hey girl, I'm running a boot camp. I don't know if you'd be interested or not, but I really want to help some ladies get fit this month. When everybody else is like saying that I'm going to eat all the Halloween candy, we're going to be over here rocking it, taking care of ourselves. We'll enjoy our candy, and then we're just going to keep going. Do you want to join me? Like, it's that simple. And we overthink it, and we overanalyze, and we think, is she going to hate me? Is she going to judge me? Is she going to think less of me? Is she going to unfriend me? And we just don't do it. And we give up on ourselves, and we give up on our goals. Same thing for coaching. Like, we know what we have to do to grow a team. We have to invite people to be coaches on our team. We have to lead by example. We have to hit Success Club. We have to talk about how coaching has changed our life, but we just choose not to do it. And it's really frustrating. I've been there myself. It's frustrating just for me as a coach and a challenger where I've been. And it's frustrating for me to watch people make these little decisions not to do something when you could just really, really swing the pendulum just a little bit this way and make the decision to do it, and then do it again tomorrow. And then pretty soon you're swinging all the way over here, and you're hitting your goals, and you're like helping people and making an impact. And so like I wrote down before our call, before I watched Farron even, I wrote down the words momentum, growth, and fear of leading, okay? Because this business is all about momentum. It's not about coming into this business with the perfect body or the perfect social media platform or the perfect message. It's about momentum. It's about every single day, every week, every month, every year, doing a little bit more, just a little bit more than you did the day before. It's not about like coming in and hitting diamond in the first month or being a 5-star your first year. Honestly, I think that's crap. I don't think that people that do that, I've not seen anybody do that and stick with this business. It's the people that grew this business inch by inch, day by day, week by week, who stick with this and who see the biggest amount of success. Not that success is the only thing we're working for, But success means that we're making an impact, you guys. And so, like, I don't want you to watch all these other people who may be coming into this business, who hit Emerald, who hit Success Club, who rank advanced to Diamond, before you do. They may do that, but it may be because they're working the business steadily. It may be because they're working harder. It may be that they're showing up for themselves and you're not. But it also could just be that your time and your purpose is just, it hasn't come yet. Like, it hasn't, I hit Diamond before some other people, and some other people went 5-star, and I've never been 5-star, but like, I don't quit, because every single day I move forward. Like, I make just a little bit more progress than I did the day before. And that's got to be our focus. That's got to be our goal. We have to be focused on working hard and then resting well. Because I think that if you work hard in the hours that you have, and you're not scrolling social media, you're not comparing yourself to other people, you're not copying other people's posts, you're sitting down and you're doing the dirty work of writing out your story, of planning out your week, planning out your posts, going and finding people to add, to follow, to invite, to follow up with. If you do the hard work, even if it's in 2 hours a day or 6 hours a day, if you do the work, you can rest well. You can rest your head on your pillow at night and know that God's going to like bless all that mess that you just sent out there. And probably tomorrow or the next day, you're going to wake up from a message from that woman that you invited or that you connected with. And so I am all about, guys, like working hard through the week. And then when Saturday and Sunday comes, you can rest. You can rest and take, just go into your family time with confidence that you've done all you could the week before to move your business forward. You've built that momentum. And then when you wake up again on Monday morning, you are going to hit it just as hard, if not harder, this next week. And you're just going to keep that ball rolling. All right. And so that is, when I said that about getting past the fear of leading, I said that because I see in some of you guys, you're not going for it. And I'm just sorry, I'm preaching today. Help it. I love this business. I love you guys. And I feel like if I'm not real with you, then you won't go anywhere. And I'm not just talking to you people on this call either. I'm just talking to, as a whole, our team and our downlines collectively. Like, I see people just not going for it, choosing not to go for it, not running their own challenge groups, not inviting people to coaching, not even inviting people to challenge groups. Some people are just going through all these trainings and saying, yes, I did it. Okay, what do I do next? You got to stop. Pull out that business activity tracker and start building relationships with women. It may be women that you've never met before. It may be women you've never talked to before, but you have to start somewhere. And I see some people holding back because I know exactly what you're thinking, because I thought it too. What if she says yes? Holy crap, I have to run a challenge group and I have to lead this woman. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm capable. Well, you don't know until you do it. Or what if she says yes to joining my team? I don't know how to lead her. What if she fails and I'm a failure? You don't know until you do it, and you will fail. We have to stop being afraid of failure and stop being afraid of leading, because you joined this business to be a leader, and you don't come into it necessarily a leader. You have to grow. I am the least likely leader on the face of the planet. People don't believe me, but I've had to scrape and claw and learn and read how to lead people. And I still don't feel like I do it well, but it doesn't stop me, because I know God called me to do this. At the end of the day, God called me to share my story, to lead other women in health and fitness, and to teach you guys how to build a business, even if I have to learn right alongside you. And it is an awesome place to be. It is an awesome place to be outside of your comfort zone, to put yourself out there, to say, okay, God, it's yours. You bless it if it's your will. And to wake up to those messages from women who say, okay, I'm ready to do this. I've been watching you for a year now. I've been watching you for 2 years now. I had a woman message me last night actually, and said, okay, I need to do something. And she's watched me this whole entire time. And she signed up. She signed up today just because I was consistent in putting my story out there, even when it seems like nobody's watching. All right. Okay. And so we know what success looks like. We know what we have to do. You know what I do every day. I don't keep it a secret. You just have to do the hard work. Put your hands to the work and trust God with the rest, and you can rest well, knowing that you did the work. All right, so that's my sermon for today. You guys, I love you. You know that, right? All right, so the other thing I wanted to share with you guys before I turn it over to you is that I shared in our team page today about these stories that I just did. And you guys, I share with you always my resources that I use, how I do this. Sometimes I just put pictures, load them up to stories, and write on the pictures. I have used that Unfold app. I know I've shown you guys that before. It's an app called Unfold that I use. Hey, Mama. To make my stories, and that one's really cool. I just did that yesterday with the ones that I did about Jade, but today I thought I'll do something a little bit different, because I feel like people come to expect what you put up there, and when they expect it, they just kind of scroll through. So I just took a little bit different of a turn today, and what I did was I went to for some reason on Canva, you have to Google it, Canva stories. Because I can't ever find the template when I'm just on Canva. And I did this on my computer because I can't do stories on my phone. It never works the way I want it to. So I just Googled Canva stories, found it, and went to start to design one. All right. And so when you do it, they have all these really super cute graphics and templates. And so I think I've seen maybe Melanie use this one right here. But just if you want to mix it up, mix it up. And so you just choose one, and I just pulled some photos over here. Maybe I will do it. Yeah, okay, there it goes. So, if you want to, and you can just move it around and change the stuff and all that. And so that is all I did. And so I made a story series, and I really was talking on a call earlier this morning about my coaching story. This, again, is where it's really important to have your story in your head, know what your story is, to trigger your memory, because I forgot. I told some coaches today, I forgot that we used to live paycheck to paycheck. I saw this picture pop up on my feed, and I can literally remember how I felt, wondering, how am I going to pay for the kids' soccer? I had to juggle money around. And so I just took that part of my story, and I made it into a coaching series. I used to wake up feeling tired and defeated every day. I said, this is a picture of me running a race. I used to run all the time, but I was not getting anywhere as far as being healthy. And I just said I was fighting my hardest to lose weight and get out of debt, but with no real plan. And then I just continued to tell what my story is. Talk about the fact that I decided to show up to fight for my body, my family, my business. The fact that I worked full-time for years while I built my business, and now I'm home and I get to help other women do that. And I just ended it with a call to action. If you go to my stories, you can see the call to action. But I just said that I'm getting ready to mentor some women who are, my next group of women. And I just asked if people were interested, and I gave them the poll option. And then I also gave an option to swipe up to send, and I could add them to a group with some information. So it was easy. It was easy peasy. I mean, it took me a minute to get the wording together, figure out what parts of my story I wanted to share, but I knew I needed to go back. I needed to go back. I needed to go deep. I needed to dig deep, and to actually share something maybe that I'd never shared before. I mean, I don't talk about the fact that a lot of times we didn't have any money. I didn't know how I was going to pay for stuff, but I know a lot of women can relate to that. I know that a lot of women could relate could benefit from earning an extra $300, $400 a month. That would be a car payment for some people. That would be daycare for some people. It could be so many things for some other mamas. And so I wanted to appeal in that way. But all I did was I just started thinking about, who was I when I started? What were some struggles that we had? And I always want to show that I really work hard. I don't want anybody to come into this and think that it's easy. I want people to know that I work hard and it's been worth it. And I want to teach other women how to do the same thing. So you can do the same thing if you need to invite to a challenge group. Who were you before you joined a challenge group? What were your struggles? What was your day-to-day life? What did it look like? How did you feel? And then what changed? What changed for you? What about a challenge group? What about your programs or being able to work out at home? What about showing up consistently every day changed for you? And talk to the person that you were a year ago. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I don't know how long it's been, but talk to that person. And that is the person that will respond to your stories. If we are just putting the same things out there over and over every single day, like uniform kind of posting, uniform messages, then people are just going to check out. But if we do want to share the same story over and over because our story remains the same, but we want to tell different bits and pieces of it. Own your story. And that's when people will come out of the woodwork. That's when people will start to join. And I really and truly noticed this last week that my posts had kind of gotten away from who I was. Like I think I'd maybe just been reading too many of other coaches' posts, and I kind of stopped with that. With my message, like what I feel like my message is. And when I switched back, like I started to get women to message me again. And, and it's just because I've been consistent. Like people know what I do. They don't question what I do. When I invite them to a challenge group, they know that Shakeology is going to be a part of it for the most part. Lots of people still say no, but they know what I'm about, not because like I'm super special, just because I've been super consistent. So you've got to keep pumping that well, keep putting your story out there, not give up, and do the little itty bitty things every single day. It's gonna pay off. All right. All right. So y'all talk to me. What do you guys like? How's it going for you? What do you need help with? Let's just talk. Anybody? Y'all either want to like punch me in the face or you want to go work really hard right now.
We want to work really hard.
Okay. You can tell me if you want to punch me in my face. It won't hurt.
I don't.
Good.
When you do Canva stories on your laptop, how do you transfer that over?
So for me, because I'm all Macs, I'm all Apple, so I just download it and I AirDrop it to my phone.
Okay.
You could text it, you could email it. I mean, if you're not Apple, but I just AirDrop them. It's the easiest way for me.
Okay.
Jade got a Mac, and she keeps messaging me. She's like, "How do I put a photo in the photo album and all this stuff?" I'm like, it's a learning curve.
Yeah. What else? When people, so if you do like on Instagram, I feel like it's not as creepy because people are expecting it. Like it's not as personal, When we do a call to action, and let's say they, what's the word I'm looking for? Do you ask them to go to your Linktree, or do you just ask them to say, hey, like PM me or drop an emoji? Like what works?
Like on a post?
Like on a post, yeah. Or I guess on a story, right?
Yeah. On a story. So I am constantly just playing with it, honestly. In a story, I don't love the poll option. I still use it, but I find that a lot of people either accidentally click it or they just click it for fun, which is frustrating. But you might have, you will have that person. You might, even if you just have one person that clicks it and they're serious and they want to get started, I always just message them and say, hey, I saw you voted in my poll about my boot camp. Let's get started. Like, tell me what your goals are for right now. Sometimes I'll send them my Wufoo link and say, will you fill this out as well? But I really just start the conversation. You can also do the swipe up to message me. And so if you don't want to do a poll, but honestly, I don't get a ton of response on those things. What I do is I watch to see who's watching them consistently, and I reach out to those people. So I'm not getting 10 to 20 votes on my polls. I'm getting one, honestly. Especially right now, my interaction and my engagement seems really low. But I think it is for everybody. I know that in our success pods, everybody's like, nobody's watching, nobody's engaging. But when I do a post, I usually do something like send me a message or drop a heart below or leave your email without the .com, because if you have a lot of people that drop their email, it looks spammy, and Instagram and Facebook will target you. And so you always say leave it without the .com. I'm glad I just said that because there's somebody I have to message. I forgot. But those are my call to actions.
So you say leave like what did you just say? Repeat that.
Drop an emoji, or leave your email without the .com. But also another thing that I really like to do, and I have to kind of like be very intentional about this, is I might make a post about a challenge group, but I might ask a question about something else. Like, like this morning, I haven't really actually had a lot of people respond, but like when I made my workout selfie post this morning, I said something about it being my birthday weekend, and I said, like, does it sneak up on you too? Like, that was the question I put in there. And, even if I turned it into like a challenge group post and said, drop an emoji, some people might comment and say, yeah, I always forget about my birthday or something like that. And to me, that's an open door to start a conversation. So asking questions a lot in your posts is really, really good, just to create engagement and to help people to connect with you, because people feel like they're having a conversation with you. I mean, they don't feel like it. They are having a conversation with you when you do things like that. And somebody said on a call today, a training call this morning that we were doing, that if somebody likes your posts, okay, so like if somebody likes your post, that's like in a face-to-face conversation, them looking you in the eyes. If somebody looks you in the eyes when you're talking to them, you're not going to ignore them, are you? And so if somebody is liking your posts or watching your stories, that's an open door to say, hey, thanks for the love. Thanks for following me. I hope I'm inspiring to you. Is there anything else you want to see more of? Do you have some goals yourself? It's social media. It's social media, not like run and hide media.
So if you get people who like your posts on Instagram, but they're not following you, do you message them too? Because, I'll get likes from people that are not following me because I guess they're following the hashtags.
Yes. If they are normal, like if it's not like a business or like somebody I can tell is like super like commercial or something, yeah, I do. I definitely do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't ever even look at that follow button, honestly. If they're engaging with me in some way, I don't even look to see if they're following me or not. Yeah, that's a good question though. What else? Instagram has been fun. It's been fun playing with it. Like I feel like I'm always learning something new.
Have you noticed that, like, maybe it's just my feeds, people are, it's almost like people are not on Facebook as much as they used to be.
Yeah.
And I find also that
not on Facebook as much as they used to be. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Are you finding that? Like, I feel like people, or maybe they're not posting and they're just scrolling.
Yeah. I think that Instagram is no doubt much more of a platform now for reaching people and what we're doing. But I still, like the lady that messaged me last night that's signing up right now, she's been watching me for 4 years. I didn't even know it. I've never seen her like a single post of mine. She even worked with my husband. Like, I had no idea. But what I'm doing personally is I've actually been away from my Facebook, my personal page for a while. Like, I haven't really been posting on there. I've been doing it on my business page and like tagging myself. But what I've found, I went back and I started thinking, well, I might as well go add some kind of value and create some interaction on my personal page. And so I post more personal stuff, and I've also been posting like some more inspirational stuff, and then I'll pop in a transformation call to action post over on my personal page. And what I've noticed is that it's almost like Facebook has been rewarding me with suggesting people that I should follow again. And so like, I don't really know. It's a mystery to me, but it's kind of a mystery I'm always trying to figure out. I think that people are definitely on Instagram way more because Instagram has become so much more interactive and fun to use with the stories and all that stuff. And now, you can add more than just one photo on Instagram. You can do like your little slide series. You can do videos on there now. And so I think that people are just kind of making the switch over. But I still think that there's a lot to be said for just staying present on Facebook. Like I'm not going to be that coach that just quits using Facebook, I don't think.
And when you
okay. Sorry.
When you record your videos in the morning when you're working out, do you record like little clips and then edit it and then put it on?
I just record it in stories. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I guess so. So
yeah, I just hit the button and I move it over to like hands free, and that's what I do.
Okay.
So you don't stop and start. You just keep it going.
No. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can share this. Sometimes it doesn't always work. Please work. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Yes, it's my lucky day. Okay. All right, here we go. Look at Jade. She's so cute. Okay, so this is my Instagram. If I click on the camera up in the top left and down at the bottom, I just scroll it all the way over to hands free. I can either just hit it, I can turn it around, obviously, and record myself, or turn it back around. I usually use some kind of filter. I love this filter, this purple one with the little sparkly things. It makes my skin look smoother, but you don't have to use filter or whatever. But you can either tap it and it starts recording, right? And it records 15-second clips, or you can hold it down and it'll count down 3 seconds and then start recording. Okay. And then if I want to, I'll just record it, blah, 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 blah. If I want to add something to it, I hit like the GIFs. I don't know if you say GIF or GIF. Like add something to it. If I want to add music, I can do music. Like this morning I did Matthew West. And it'll, well, I don't know, maybe you can't hear it. Maybe it's because my video was so short, but it'll add music to it.
Is it music under the stickers feature? Oh, I don't have that one yet.
You need to update it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been there for a while. And then there's polls, and then if I want to do this little slidey thing, like I can do that, and I can change the little emoji. Well, my phone's, oh shoot, I don't know. It's not there. There we go. If I want to change the emoji or something, I can do that. That's a cool one. I like the question one where it says questions. You can ask a question. You can just leave it, say, ask me a question. You can change the color. You can, say, how often do you, whatever, I don't know. You can ask any question. And when they answer it, I'll show you one that I did where people answered it. Discard it. Let me see. When they answer it, you get a notification, and you can actually respond to it in your stories as well. These are just my old stories. It's being slow, but like this is one I responded to a response. I told people to give me a high five, and when they did, I just shouted them out. But that was it, like that. And I click on, says give me a high five when you crush that workout. And when you click on the people watching it down there, it'll show you, oops, it'll show you the responses. Okay. So, and I also am a big believer that I think that Facebook rewards you for using those things. I mean, Instagram, whatever. I think they reward you for doing it. Like they give you more viewers and such. And two, stories is just such an informal way for people to get to know who you are. And they love that. Like, they love that. People love to see, it's like a reality TV show, and you know that's huge right now. You don't have to be obsessed with it. You don't have to be on there like all day, every day. Some people are. But like, if you just post a story like once every couple hours, you know, you're posting 10 stories easily, and people love to see what you're doing. That you can do, like, you can show them what you're making for dinner. Definitely some I mean, I always say just do the vitals in your story. Be proof that the products work. Show your workout. Show a picture of your shake. You don't have to say Shakeology. You don't have to say I'm drinking my Shakeology. But like, if you're on your way to work, you're walking into work, just do like a live shot of you with your shake in your hand walking through the parking lot. You know, invite people through stories. Follow up with, or not follow up, but invite people through stories. Recognize, shout out other people through stories. You know, whether it's people in your challenge group, your challengers, your other coaches. You know, you can do all your vital behaviors in your stories every single day. And people come back and they keep watching. They love it. And so if they're watching your stories consistently, to me, again, like I said, like, that's an open door for me to say, send a private message and just say, hey, thanks. How can I help? Okay. Anybody else? You got any other questions? What we're doing here, my family. All right. Well, that's all I got. That's all I got. That's our Friday fight. So now you get to go out and fight for it. I'm going to go take a nap because I worked really hard this morning. I'm not even ashamed of that. But I'm going to take a nap. All right, you guys. Well, that's all I got. I'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow on our team call for the one about challenge groups, running challenge groups. Okay? All right. Okay. Bye.